Hi, my name is Lindsay Gibson here at Majestic Yoga Studio. Today is day 5. See you on the mat.
So I'm Rahel Wasserfall, this is Katie Newland, and we are going to work with a chair today. The yoga is about practice, but yoga starts now. The first sutra is Hatha Yoga Anushasanam, and it means we start every time we can start again. So we're going to start today, now, to do yoga, and we're going to use a chair. We're going to use a chair as a prop. So props have been invented by BKS Iyengar and have been taken on by some of his students, and the work we're going to be doing today is taken from senior Iyengar teacher called Eyal Shifroni, and we're going to work the way he put it in his book, and we are dedicating this practice to all the Iyengar yoga teachers that have come before us and will come after us. Okay, let's try. So we're going to take the chair this way, and we're going to do Tadasana this way. So you're going to use the chair to roll the shoulder back, roll and lift the sternum up, and lift the front body to meet the back body. Okay, let's do that. So stand in Tadasana with your feet separated. Press the heels strongly down. Now use the hand on the chair and release the chair. So slide your hands down, not too much, just enough so that the upper shoulder is rolling from the inside out and the shoulder blades are coming into the back. And now press the heels strongly, descend the buttock toward the heels and ascend the hip bone. So Tadasana. Now let go of the chair slightly and bring your hands up, Ardha Uttanasana. So roll the upper arm from the inside out, lift up, and now bring your hands back down and bring your hands here. Now face me, so stand there, face me at the bottom of your mat this way, and we're going to do Tadasana without your chair to see how that works. So from here, extend your fingers down, separate your feet slightly, you have, press the outside edges of your feet, lift your toes up, and feel the heel pressing strongly down. So from the buttocks, toward the knees, toward the heels, descend down. Maintain the thighs moving back and roll the thighs toward one another. Now lift the hip bones up and release the shoulder down. Now roll the arms from the inside out. Take the thumb toward the back of the room, your back, and now extend your fingers. From here, release the toes down. Maintain the awareness on the outside edges of your feet and lift those arms up. So Ardha Uttanasana without a chair. So feel what that does to your body without the chair. So what happened here? Bring your hands back down. And now bring the hands back here slightly. So feel the shoulder. Now come back to the chair and do the same movement of bringing the hands down and sliding them down. So do you feel how much more you get with that chair? So the chair is an instrument to help us get into the poses and maybe stay a little bit longer into the pose. Okay, good. So this is Tadasana, mountain pose, and then we did Ardha Uttanasana. Now you can do it again. See, that's it, okay. And come back down. Okay, now we're going to do this position with the chair. So we're going to do Ardha Uttanasana this way. So you're going to come here, you're going to separate your feet this way, bring your hands to the top of the chair, and I want you to bring the palm of your hands to the top of the chair, and you are going to extend in a table position. So you're going to roll the upper arm from the inside out, bend your knee slightly, take your buttock to the other side of the room behind you, and now look toward the front of the chair, move the thighs back, roll them back, and extend the armpit chest toward the chair seat. To come out, you're going to come back up and just come here. So Ardha Uttanasana with a chair. So half forward bend pose. Okay. We come back to Tadasana. Now extend your arm up, Ardha Uttanasana. Bring your hands to your waist. And we're going to do it a little bit differently than I showed so that you can take your sternum forward. Bring your elbows back. Roll the shoulder down. Asana the way you did in Tadasana. Now press the heel strongly down. Engage the back of your legs and maintaining the navel in, come forward with your sternum. And now bring your hands to the chair, top of the chair here, top of the chair, bring your palm there. So press strongly down. Now bend your knees, bend your knees, bend your knees. So move your feet slightly 2 inches, not too much, that's it. Now bend your knees, and take the outside edges of your hip toward the back of the room, behind you. Now roll the upper arm from the inside out, and we know your tendencies. So take your navel into your spine and extend from those ribs, from the lower ribs. Extend, so the shoulder blades are coming into the back, and the lower ribs are lifted. The floating ribs are lifted. And to come forward, inhale, move forward, bring your hands to your waist, bring your hand onto the chair first, and come up. So slow, press the heel and come back up. Okay, so that was Ardha Uttanasana. So can I show you the next pose we are going to be doing? The next pose we are going to be doing is Parsvottanasana, and we're going to do it this way. So you're going to stand in front of your chair the way you just did. You're going to bring your hands to your waist, bring the front leg forward, the right leg is going to come forward, the back leg is going back. So you're going to stand this way, and we're going to work here at maintaining the hips. Then you're going to extend forward this way. Take the navel up, look up, bring your hands back onto your waist, and come forward. First stage, you're going to bring your hands to the chair seat, and you're going to roll the shoulders. So you're going to be here in this position. Then you're going to bring your hands here, and see maybe you need to take the chair away from your body, and we're back to the same position of the torso, side extension and legs straight. To come out, you're going to bring your hands onto the chair and come back here and bring the foot forward. Okay, so let's do that. So stand in Tadasana. So we're going to be back in Tadasana. Make sure the chair is good. So come a bit further away from that chair. You are too close to the chair. Okay, good. So find your Tadasana. Roll the shoulder back, press the heel down, maintain the front of the thighs to the back of the thigh. Take a breath, extend your arm up, lift up, Ardha Uttanasana. Roll the upper arm from the inside out. Maintain your ribs in, Bring your hands to your waist. And now bring the elbows back to spread the collarbone. Now pressing the heel strongly, come with the sternum toward the chair and bring your hand to the chair seat. Okay. Now, straighten your arms on the chair seat. Roll the shoulder from the inside out. So you're rolling the outer edges of your arm from the inside out. That's right. And now, take one hand to the top of the chair and take the other one. And now we're going to come back to the chair seat with your hands. And you're going to take the right leg forward and the left leg back. Okay, so Parsvottanasana. Now, exactly, Katie. Roll the right hip back and the left hip forward. Now, take your hand onto the top of the chair and extend the torso toward the chair. Okay. Now, here. How do we compact those hips? So, right buttock toward the left, left toward the right. Press the heel strongly down and extend the torso forward. That's it. Now, to come out of this pose, bring your hands onto your waist, onto the chair seat, and now stand up and bring the feet forward. So I'd like us to do something in between. So what happened in this pose is that the hips are not aligned. So we're going to start to work on that. So stand just in front. And we're going to bring that block here in between the legs, the upper thigh. Bring your hands to your waist. Now, take the block back behind you. Do you see what happened? Okay. Now, descend the buttock toward, at the same time, descend the buttock. So, now, are you holding the block from the inside of your legs, or are you holding the block from the outside of your legs? So, hold them from the inside for a moment. See what happened. Now let go of that and hold them from the outside. Do you feel what happened here at the hips? So this is a movement I want you to do, to take with you when we do that Parsvottanasana, extension of the side torso. So we are learning it with the block here. So take the outer hips toward the block and press the block. Do you feel that movement? The outer legs are engaged. That's the movement you're going to do when you do the Parsvottanasana on your left side. So put the block here, move back onto so come away from the chair slightly, so you have space. Now take your left leg forward slightly, not too much. Take the right leg back, way back, 4.5 feet apart. Now here, bring your hands to your waist, and now turn your hips to face forward. Turn the hips to face forward. Press the back heel strongly. Roll the inner thighs from the inside to the outside. And now remember the block. Can you remember the block? Take that block toward one another. That's it. So do you feel what happened to the outer hips? So we are going to maintain that. We're going to come into Parsvottanasana. Press the back heel, press the big toe mount. Bring your hands to the chair. Sit. Good. Roll the shoulder back. Did you maintain those hips? Take the right hip toward the chair as you maintain the left. That's it. And now the block. Remember the block. Now bring your hands to the top of the chair. That's it. And now extend the side of the torso as much as you can. Roll the upper arm from the inside out and look forward. Look toward the top of the chair. So do you feel this pose is called extension, wide extension of the side of the stretch, of the side of the torso, which is exactly what you're doing here. Okay. Now, breathe, inhale, exhale. See if one of your hips needs to move. That's it, Katie. You are working with those hips. And from the hips, from the maintaining those hips, maintaining the legs, you are extending the torso forward. And the side of the torso is receiving the stretch. To come out, bring your hands to the chair seat. Bring the left leg back toward the front leg. So bend your knees slightly and come forward. Now bring your hands to your waist. And we are coming up. Okay, good. So we are going to continue this work by doing this. The next pose we are going to do is Virabhadrasana 3. So let me show you what I want you to do. And this time we are going to bring the chair this way. So it's going to be a little bit on the mat and not on the mat. So you did the same thing. We are going to redo exactly what we just did. We are going to see how those poses are actually coming one after the other, because they are creating a sequence that the movement, we're repeating the movement and adding some movement. So you're going to come into Ardha Uttanasana, this time with the hand this way, with the chair facing this direction. And you are going to move to your Ardha Uttanasana, meaning you have the table position, roll the upper arm. Now you're going to bring the feet together and they're becoming one. So watch, my feet are becoming one. Now, my right foot is going to come out this way, and see what happens. I'm going to work that hip the way we did, roll it toward the floor, maintaining the weight on the left leg, and we're going to extend the leg back. So we're going to do a variation of Warrior 3, releasing the thigh off, down. Okay, so let's see. So stand in Tadasana with the feet separated. Extend your arm in Ardha Uttanasana. Lift up. Now bend forward. Bring your hands toward the chair. Okay. Now find the table position where your feet are under your spine. Don't sink into your navel. Extend those ribs. So extend. So roll the upper arm from the inside out. Now bring your feet together. Bring them together to the midline. Roll the thighs toward one another. And now take your right leg with the toe on the floor. So take it 2 inches back. Bring the toe on the floor. The big toe mount on the floor. So flex it on the floor. That's it. Now here, extend toward the chair with your arm, with your torso. Roll that right hip down. Now, inner thighs, root of the thighs, lift that leg up toward the ceiling. Now extend the heel away. That's it, Katie. Roll that chair, push that chair and roll that hip down toward the floor as you extend from the inner groin to the inner knee, from the inner knee to the inner heel. And release, bring that leg back down. Walk toward the chair, walk and stand up in Tadasana. Okay, good. So we're going to repeat that pose on the other side. So the chair is an helper. Virabhadrasana 3 without the chair is very difficult to achieve, and we cannot stay there long. So the chair is an helper to get into the pose and help us maintain it and work where we need to work. So in your case, that hip. Okay, so let's do that on the other side, your left side. So stand in Tadasana again. Roll the shoulder back. Extend your arm up toward the ceiling. Release the shoulder down. That's it. Now, bend at the hip crease socket and bring your hands to the top of the chair. Good. Okay, now. So find your table position here. That's it. So you needed to move your feet slightly back. Now bring the feet together. Bring them together and roll the thighs. Remember the block we just worked with? So you're rolling the thighs toward one another, extending those floating ribs forward, rolling the upper arm from the inside out, pressing from the buttock to the knee and from the knee toward the floor. So those heels are pounding. Now take the left foot out on the toe first, on the toe here. And now readjust your hips. Which side needs to be readjusted? See, that's it, not too much. Take your navel into your spine. Now you're going to start moving from the root of your thighs and the inner thighs. Lift that leg up, but maintain that left hip coming, side of the hips coming toward the floor. That's it. Extend from the inner groin to the inner knee, from the inner knee to the inner heel. That's it. You're doing a good job here. And your hips are completely aligned. Now roll the shoulder again. Do that movement and take your sternum forward. Look toward the chair. Look toward the chair. And release. Bring that leg back down and walk toward the chair. Okay, walk toward the chair. Okay, good. So from here, we're going to do Parsvottanasana, which is easy seated pose. So we're going to sit this way. So now we're going to add the block to the chair. So and we're going to sit with your right side to the chair. You're sitting in such a way that your buttock are on the chair. You're going to bring the block this way, and you're going to make sure that your feet are keeping the toes are on the same level. Now here we're going to lift up, and we're going to turn. So I'm turning away from the camera right now, and we're going to show on that side the back of your body, and on the other side we'll show the front body. So here we're going to push and pull, push and pull. Then we're going to descend that hand down here toward the chair seat, roll that shoulder back, press, lift up, and now you're going to pull toward the chair and come back to center. So first stage this way with first time. Okay. So have your block, so sit tall on that chair. Have the block between your knees. Make sure that your toes are on the same level. Good. Now press the knees into that block. Extend your arm up toward the ceiling. Lift up. Take your navel in. Roll the upper arm from the inside out. And now turn to bring your hands to the chair, to the top of the chair. Okay, good. Here. Now, press and pull. So, press and push. And pushing with that right hand and pulling with the left. So, you are bringing those left ribs forward. So, see how your spine is in line with your sacrum. And you are moving away. Now, take that right hand to the chair seat and use it to roll the shoulder from the inside out and spread the collarbone, but keep your head in continuation of your spine. Now press the block again. See if the knees, so retract that left knee in, which is a tendency to move forward. Now grow tall, spread the collarbone, use the hand, and now breathe. So inhale, exhale, just feel the stretch. Maintain your alignment in this way. So inhale, exhale, see if you can turn a little bit more. Inhale, exhale, and go to your own maximum. And now enjoy the pose for a couple of seconds. So see what happens when you use the chair to roll those ribs and get a stretch in the torso as you maintain your knees toward one another. And now come forward. So let go of the chair. Come stand forward. Stand up. And now we're going to do, I want you to face, so you're going to do the left side now, but I want you to face this way, okay? So replicate what we just did. Find your balance here of that's right, the movement of the roots coming down, and now lift from the perineum to the navel, from the navel up, and extend your arm up. Roll the upper arm from the inside out. Release the shoulder down. Now turn to face the chair seat. So chair, the top of the chair, and now use your hands to push and to pull as you maintain the right into. So which one are you pushing and which one are you pulling? So you are pushing with this one as you are pulling yourself toward the chair with your right hand. Release the shoulder down. So release the shoulder down. So you're releasing. You're maintaining your head in continuation of your sternum. Now bring that hand, the left hand, back down and use it to roll that shoulder from the inside out. Press those feet down, ascend the spine up, and use your breath now. Inhale, exhale. Either a little bit more of that right side moving toward the chair, the top of the chair. That's it. And slowly release. Come back to center. Good. And now you're going to stand up. And now we're going to do Uttanasana this way. So you're going to take that chair. You're going to have the chair here. And what's great about that chair in this position is that it's going to fit every kind of body. So you're going to, you hold the chair. You're not letting go of the chair, right? You're going to come over the chair and you have that chair, the top of the chair in your groin. And you're going to move your hand here and you're going to move over the chair. So watch my arms. I'm coming this way over the chair, and then I'm holding the chair here, and I'm letting my head fall forward. Okay? Legs straight. To come out, you're going just to reverse. Bring your hands here, lift up, hold the chair. Okay? So, Uttanasana, forward bend with the help of the chair. So bring the chair, the feet are separated this way. Bring your chair into the root of your thighs. So lower, not on that. It's really where the torso meets those thighs. That's where we generally bend in yoga. So now bring your hands so you hold the chair. Now fold over the chair. Bend your elbows slightly and keep holding the chair. Now your torso is holding the chair right now. See if you can bend your elbows, move your torso toward the chair, and now let your torso lie on the chair. Bring your hands down. That's a beautiful pose. And you see your legs are working, so you are working the legs. So what do we do in yoga? We work part of the body very strongly. We engage it, and then we let some part release. We learn to work with what needs to be worked, and we learn to release what needs to be released. And in this case, you're receiving, your torso is receiving the stretch of your legs. Your legs are very, very active. You are moving from the buttock to the knee, down, from the knee to the heel, you are pressing down. Now, for you, move forward slightly because move forward, because what happened is that your calf muscle is back. That's it. And now release down, release down. And now we're going to have to come up. You're going to bring your hands up, roll the shoulder back, hold the chair, lift the chair, and we are coming back up. Okay, so now I want us to do chair Sarvangasana. Okay. So let's take those 3 blankets that we had, and we're going to do it this way. Okay, good. So one blanket, 2 blankets, and now the 3rd blanket is just for padding. You're going to have it this way, okay? So shall I take you into the pose, or do you want me to show you? Shall I show you? Okay, I'll show you first. Okay. So you sit this way onto the pose, onto the chair. Now you're going to move yourself here, you're going to hold the chair. Move your buttock toward the top of the chair. You're going to lie down here. Now, watch. You're going to bring your hands here to the chair's legs, and you're going to move your buttock toward the sacrum, moves toward the top of the chair. So you were there toward the bottom of the chair, now you're going to the top of the chair, and you are slowly moving yourself down, still holding the chair. Now my shoulders are on the blanket, my head is not. So watch my shoulder. I'm moving the shoulder here, and now I'm going to use my hand inside the chair, roll there, and here we are. So we're going to do this position of the leg, this position of the leg, and this, and the third Baddha Konasana prayer position. To come out, you're going to extend your leg back to where they were. Use your hand here, bring your elbows to the blanket, and slowly move yourself away until your buttock is on those, and you're going to rest here for a couple of breaths. And then you'll move to your right side. Okay? So let's do that. Okay. All right. So good. So now bring your two hands to the top of the chair. Roll. Bring your head, your legs up. Hold the chair. Now bring your buttock toward the top of the chair, toward me. And now lie yourself down and keep holding the chair. Now slowly move your buttock slightly toward the top of the chair. So your sacrum is at the top of the chair. And now descend yourself in such a way that your head, your shoulder are onto that. Okay, good. Now take your hands under the chair and see if you can hold the chair seat and roll more onto your shoulder. So your buttock is, your sacrum is more toward the top of the chair. So move back. That's it. Now extend your legs, extend your legs. So this is Sarvangasana with the legs, with the chair. So roll the shoulder again. And now feel the pose from within. Is your head on the floor? Yeah? Your neck is good? Okay. Roll the shoulder into one another. Okay, good. Now maintaining that, take one leg up toward the ceiling, and then take the other one. And roll the thighs toward one another. Good. Feet are exactly on the right position, not flexed, not pointed. Now, lift the back of the leg toward the heels. Press the top of the thighs toward the back of the thighs. And now release the shoulder onto those blankets. Take a slow inhale and a slow exhale. Release the jaws, release the eyes. Now we're going to come into the Baddha Konasana position of the leg, prayer position. Bring your feet to the top of the chair. And now let your knees fall to the side and feel the two openings that you have in your body. The chest is lifted, the chest is open, the heart center is open, but the head is quiet because your chin comes toward your sternum, so that's the chin lock that we are referring to. Now your body, your belly cavity is also open, so feel the quiet that comes when those two parts of your body are actually open and receiving from the position that your body is in. So slow inhalation, slow exhalation. Now to come out of this, you're going to bring your legs back together, extend your leg up onto the chair, so bring the chair, that's it, straighten your legs. Now you're going to take one arm out, one hand out. You're going to hold the chair leg, the front one, hold the blanket and move yourself away, so your buttock is coming onto the blanket, feet on, that's it, good. Move yourself slightly back and release your arm to the side. Good, okay, good. Slow deep inhalation, slow deep exhalation. Release. Feel the shape of your body on the mat. Buttock lifted, legs supported. Now release the eyes, release the jaws, release the shoulders, release the pelvis. Let the legs be very, very heavy. And I'm going just to give you a little bit more opening here by taking the chair back. I'm letting your legs hang in a better position so that you can feel those legs supported and no tension in the groins. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to let you have your Shavasana this way, but I'm going to ask you to just to lift your buttock, take those blankets away, and now come back down. Come down. No, this way. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Now I'm going to cover you for a moment, so you are warm and nice, and just relax here. So relax. So this is Shavasana, the last pose we do at the end of a yoga class, and we do it in many ways. In this position, I'm going to even move that chair a little bit more so that you are more angled. You feel it's better this way? Okay, good. And now just release. Slow deep inhalation, slow deep exhalation. Relax the eyes. Let the eyes recede into the socket. Let your ears recede. Let your lower jaw slack. Let it open. Let the shoulder release onto the mat. Let your right hand, left hand release down. Let your torso be supported by the floor now. Let the front body descend into the back body and the back body descend into the mat. Let your legs really be empty. Feel them, empty them, empty them. Let them hang. You are supported. Now you're going to slowly bring your feet to the top of that chair, and you're going to roll to your right side and stay there for a couple of breaths. And as you stay here, I'm going to read a poem by Lisa Lowich from her book Yoga Heart, The Edge. Each time the world pushes you to the edge, asking of you more than you can bear, go ahead anyway, even if or because you are straining against an invisible net. Let yourself burst at the seams until the seams themselves stretch and the net tears, floats away into the nothingness from which you came. Who holds the net anyway? Everything it contains will come rushing forth. Embrace it all and then some. Watch yourself. Don't just sit on your mat and dream. Change yourself one thought at a time. Give love to others. You'll go bigger than you ever imagined. Slowly, using your left hand, come to a seated position and let's sit together for a couple of breaths. Bring your hands in Namaskar Asana. Stand tall, release the shoulder down. Take a slow inhale and a slow exhale. With gratitude for the work your physical body has done for you today, bow to the vastness that can be found within. Namaste.